So what's going on, everybody? JA here. Salute to you for tuning in. We're gonna go ahead and dive into all of the latest updates from the sneaker world. So for today's show, we're talking Nike, how they fumbled the rollout of this Jordan brand classic, and why you may want to hit up your local Nike outlet. Plus, if you're into Yeezys, if you're a fan of Yeezy design, we got great news as a huge announcement has just been made. So if you guys enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button down below. Plus, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. And to begin, we're gonna go ahead and start with Travis Scott, which of course his name is ringing bells right now in the sneaker world as many fans anticipate the release of the highly anticipated upcoming Travis Scott Jumpman Jack Dark Mocha. Now, we just had Complex Con, of course, go down over the weekend in Vegas, which did also feature many unreleased Travis Scott sneakers as well as samples, including the Zoom Field Jacks in the Limelight colorway, which, of course, a lot of these pairs will never see the light of day as far as an official release date, which, according to Soul Retriever, though, these Limelight joints will actually be dropping coming up this holiday season. So this should be a fun one for Travis Scott fans. And as we take a look at the entire lineup of the Zoom Field Jacks so far, we had that original first sale pair, we had the light chocolate pair which just shock dropped over the weekend. We've also seen that Leche blue pair floating around, which in my opinion of the four would probably have to be my favorite. And of course now we have this Limelight pair. So as far as the Zoom Field Jacks, overall I would say it's not a model that people are going too crazy for, but definitely one that caters to that Travis Scott fan base and people who are in search of these kind of like more rare sneakers. So as far as the Zoom Field Jacks, which is his first model with Nike, you also have the Jumpman Jacks, his first all original Jordan brand silhouette. So if you guys could only pick one, which one would you rock with, the Zoom Field or the Jumpman Jack? Let me know down below. And speaking of Complex Con, we did see Travis Scott actually link up with controversial artist Tom Sachs, teaming up on a collaboration for a t-shirt which features the phrase "It won't fail because of me" plastered on the back of the t-shirt. Now, as far as Tom Sachs, we're not going to get into all of the controversy which made headlines last year, but Nike did recently announce that they would continue to work with the controversial artist. So it looks like we have a very first look here at the upcoming Tom Sachs Nike Craft Mars Yard 3.0, which, as far as this image right here, this actually comes from the testing phase. So it's also very important to note that the actual official release will feature the same color palette that we are familiar with from the first two Mars Yard releases. So when it comes to this sneaker right here, you're mixing functionality with comfort on a traditional classic look right here. The first two pairs were extremely hyped, bringing in resale prices of thousands of dollars plus. So as far as this one, I would expect nothing but the same. So these were originally supposed to drop like 2023, I guess, but were postponed due to all of the controversy. And it looks like the Tom Sachs Mars Yard 3.0 will now officially be dropping at the top of 2025. So this next one from Nike, I'm not even gonna lie, this one right here is kind of a head scratcher for me. Now, when you compare other brands such as Adidas, New Balance, what they're able to achieve is they're able to take some of their classic models, make some slight design changes in an attempt to kind of like make sure that model doesn't get too stale, you know, to keep it fresh and innovative for the audience, right? So you see where I'm going. When you look at Adidas, they got classics such as the Samba with slight variations, such as models like the Samba. When you look at New Balance, they got a whole bunch of different takes on the 1906, from the 1906A to the L all the way down to the U. So you guys see what's going on right here. Now it looks like Nike, they're attempting to take a little page from that playbook as they have some slight variations, some new design changes to some of their classic models in the Air Force One, as well as the Nike Dunk Low. So ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, we got the upcoming Nike Seaglass pack, which I'm not even gonna lie right here, these joints look crazy to me because I don't know if my mind is corrupt or something like that, but when I take a look at this sneaker right here, there's only one thing that comes to mind. And let's just say, if I say it right here on this channel, this video could get demonetized. So I'm gonna leave that up for you guys to comment down below. What do you guys feel like these joints look like to you? And I don't know who at Nike decided to give these the green light, but they will be dropping coming up next year, scheduled to release in 2025. But it looks like Sneaker Politics has gone ahead and actually dropped these joints early, which it does turn out that this sneaker does happen to be a woman's exclusive release. So now the imagery that I'm seeing in my head makes perfect sense. So for our next story, if you're a fan of Yeezys or just a fan of Yeezy design, I got great news for you, as it looks like one of sneakers' biggest free agents, the Yeezy legend, the godfather of dash shoes, Steven Smith. He's got a new job over at Crocs, where his new position, he will be the head of creative innovation and design, which according to Crocs, Smith Smith will help push Crocs forward by helping evolve the brand's design language and introducing new silhouettes. So this is a major move right here. If you guys are unfamiliar with Stephen Smith, he got his start fresh out of college in the industry working at New Balance. He's probably worked for some of all of your favorite brands, from Nike to Adidas to then YEEZY, where he contributed to some classic YEEZY designs such as the Wave Runner, the Foam Runner, I believe the Desert Boots, the 450s, plus probably so many more that I'm missing out on. So this is definitely a huge move, a big loss for YEEZY, I would say, but a win if you're just into like YEEZY design. So as far as Stephen Smith taking his new role, it looks like he's gonna be getting his start over there top of December. So I'm assuming maybe 2025 we can start to see some of these Stephen Smith Croc designs begin to roll out. Now, as far as YEEZY, it seems like Stephen Smith and Ye kind of broke things apart on bad terms. Hopefully they can kind of get back together in the future, because we know right now things over at YEEZY are kind of stale as far as like new product and everything going. So maybe with this announcement, it could put a battery in Ye's back to, you know, want to drop something new. But in the meantime, I'm just hoping that these two dudes can get together one time in the future, because although Stephen Smith definitely a legend, I would say that his time over at YEEZY, Ye definitely like shone a light on all of his great work, and maybe somebody that was kind of underappreciated in the industry definitely became more appreciated and earned his legendary status. So Stephen Smith over at Crocs, we'll wait and see what he's bringing to the table over there. As far as Ye and Stephen Smith, as I mentioned, hopefully one day in the future them two could come together, because they definitely brought magic when they got together. And lastly, before we bounce, we got reports. It may actually be worth your while to check out your local Nike outlet, as we got reports from several different individuals, as well as this clip right here, which shows several different pairs available of the unreleased Jordan 1 Black Toe Reimagines, which are sitting right now at the Nike outlets. Now, as far as this release right here, this was a weird one because these joints were already supposed to drop. We got reports that they were going to be pushed back till 2025. Some smaller retailers still dropped them, but as far as these pairs dropping in 2025 with an already stacked Jordan brand Nike lineup, I really don't see where they can make room for these joints to drop right here. Well, I definitely can see them dropping, but I don't see where they're going to be able to make room where this sneaker can actually have a huge impact. So you kind of got to look at this sneaker right here, which is a Jordan brand classic, but of course reinterpreted in reimagined form. But at the end of the day, it is still a black toe Jordan 1. So it's just kind of crazy to see how Nike has almost like fumbled this rollout with the whole Fortnite thing and everything going on like that, man. I don't know, bro. Like, they just kind of ruined this classic for me right here. So you got pairs that are already selling for like just about retail via the secondary market. We don't even have an official release date. And now we got pairs hitting the outlets, which it looks like that's kind of been the case for the last week or so. But it looks like now the reports are starting to go viral. So let me know, guys, y'all gonna be hitting up your local Nike outlet trying to check these joints out. For me, I live in Key West, so we have absolutely no sneaker stores in sight. I'd have to make like a 3-hour plus trip to Miami just to have to check it out myself. So for any of y'all watching, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any pairs available in your area. And as I mentioned, it just feels like Nike kind of just fumbled this rollout for a classic, which should have had a much bigger impact than it did. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because they're just sneakers at the end of the day. And hopefully this makes it easier to get into the hands of the people that actually are looking to rock these joints. So that's all I got for you guys today. I'm a little busy doing daddy duties today, so I kind of had to just rush through the topics, but I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Always, if you guys made it all the way through the end, go ahead and drop a salute down below. Plus, if you enjoyed, you know, help out the channel by smashing that like button down below. So I'll check in with you guys next time. I got a little sneaker review coming out soon that you guys should be checking for. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm JA, and I'm out, y'all. Love.
Going on, bro? Man, so I don't want to like take too much time with this, but Yachty and I just wanted to kick this off and just let y'all know that we've talked about this off screen, human to human, and yeah, we're past this, but we just wanted to talk, clear things up further, and after this we're gonna move on. But I know Yachty, you had some stuff you wanted to address first, and
Yeah,
we'll go from there.
I think first and foremost, most important thing for me was that we talked, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's between us, right? And not the internet. You know, it is what it is. But I think that I wanted to say that I definitely just reacted out of emotion, and it was corny. You know, when I step back and I look at myself, I was like, ugh. that was corny, you know. As a man to another black man, I was like, man, that wasn't like me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think it came from I think it came from a place of like um passion.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from a place of passion from a nigga who I spent my entire life dreaming about Nike. You feel me?
Mhm.
So like I think it was just a place of passion. But still that's no right. I ain't no right to I mean it is what it is.
It is
I
what
ain't
it
really
is. Like, I mean, and
I
that's what I
ain't
told you when we talk again. We ain't gonna get too much. We ain't gotta go too
right.
much on that. But like I
No,
said,
no,
man, like
exactly.
if I put it out there, you're entitled to put out what you put out. But at the end of the day, like we ain't gotta create no crazy like beef or none of that shit over sneakers. Like I just want to let you know, like we support you, bro. We want you to win, bro. And be honest with you, the industry needs you to win. So I hope folks continue to support you, bro. And I'm always just keep it honest with you.
No, it's not, man. It's all. Everything is everything. I think that it is important to show that people can disagree and then come together and then talk
Yeah.
and move past it and say, "Ah, man, that was behind us."
Yeah.
And then I can, even me, I don't mind. I can step up and be like, "Ah, yeah, that was whack. That was wasn't. I could have made it better. I could have handled that differently, more maturely." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's past us,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the fact that we can even have a talk.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying,
Facts.
and
Facts.
move on, and move on.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Like
Yeah.
that's the most important part for me.
That's
You know
it,
what I'm
bro.
saying? But it's all good though, man. It's all love, and yeah. I don't. It's not really else. Nothing really else to it for me. But that's how that is.
Likewise, bro. I appreciate you want to jump on, man, and let's continue to build up the community, bro.
Nah, for sure, 100%.
All right, bro. I'll catch you later.
Love.